Look at the screen. So tell me, everyone, how do you handle the drop down? Everybody, tell me, how do you handle the drop down?
Create a object for select class.
Hmm?
Selector address of the drop down. Selector should
Hmm?
be imported from selenium.support UI.
Hmm?
To select the options from the drop down, select by index, select by value, select by visible text.
In order to select the values, we have three options. So, in order to deselect the options, what are the options we have for deselection?
Deselect by index, deselect by value, deselect by visible text.
Text.
Deselect by visible text.
Visual text.
Okay. Now, let's understand how do you check. Okay. See, now it's easy. Now you got to know how do you single select drop down looks and multi select drop down looks. Okay. Now, when I go to the real time, I'm confused. Okay. When I go to the real time application, I'm confused because sometimes single select and multi select both looks the same fashion. Okay. Sometimes what happen? Single select and multi select both looks in the same fashion. Now, I wanted to identify Muttumali. Please
Ma'am,
mute yourself. There is background noise which is coming from your side. Okay. So I want to check. How to check? How to check whether it is single select or a multi select drop down. Okay. Next, 1 second. How to check? How to verify? How to verify whether whether it is single select,
Yeah, my
single or multi select drop down. Are you understanding? How do you get to know? How do you check? Okay. How do you verify? How do you check or how do you verify whether it is single select or multi select drop down? Using a method called as is multiple. Using a method called as is multiple. Understood? So if it is a multi select, then what will be the output? This will be written in the boolean. If it is multiple, what it will return? It will return. It will return true. Okay, if it is a multi-select, it will return true. If it is a single select, if it is single select, it will return false. If it is single select, it will return false. Understood? Understood. Okay, now look at the screen. Everyone.
Ma'am, yesterday one of the students asked a question regarding that it's what regarding that number of auto suggestions. Actually, when we see there are 11 suggestions, but in console it is showing 10 suggestions. You said you will ask answer the
That
question.
yes, yes, yes. Wait, our students are very active. They're on time. They keep joining till 8:30 also. Hold on. I remember. I will
uh,
tell her.
ma'am
Okay.
told us.
Now look at my screen. Mm. Now I wanted to open the browser. Web driver equals to new Chrome driver. Okay. Then I wanted to maximize. I wanted to maximize. Next driver dot get. Let me go and copy the URL of the application. Where is that? Let me go to this one. Where did I create yesterday? I created one, no? Where did I create yesterday? I created one drop down, no? Where that multi-select drop down?
Try September batch, ma'am.
Mm, 1 second. September batch, where is it? Ah, yeah. Okay, I
Need
got it. Yes. Ah, okay. Now I'll take the URL. I'll take the URL. You people do it on that application. I am going to do it in this application. Now let me write a code. Let me write a code. Okay. Driver dot manage dot times out dot implicitly wait duration of seconds 10. Okay. Now what I will do first what I should do now after creation of object, first I should go and identify the address of that drop down. So let me right click, let me inspect the address. So this is by using ID locator. This is by using what? ID locator. I'll write driver dot find element by dot ID, copy paste the value. Let me store it inside one variable. The return type of this is drop down. So first I'm going to create an object for select class. I'm going to create an object for select class. Now I'm going to pass it as the address of this drop down dd. Okay. Now let me import the select class. Okay. Now select by index. So let it be 0 only. Select by value. Select by value. Next. Select by visible text. Okay. Now what I will do, let me go to the application. Let me select one value and let me select by one visible text. So let me go with and V and V. Okay. So let me go here. The visible text is dosa and this is V. Okay. Everybody know till here, isn't it? Everybody know the code till here, isn't it? Yes or no? Now what I need to do, I need to check whether it is single select or multi-select. Okay, I want to check whether the drop down is single select or multi-select. Using which method? Using which method? By using is multiple method. By using is multiple method. So I'm going to print is multiple. I'm going to print is multiple. So what is an output? Is it true or false? What will you get the output for this? Is it true or false? You'll get the output is true. Now I'll write one condition. If this is multi-select drop down, if this is multi-select drop down, then what you have to do, you need to deselect all the option. If it is multi-select, because if it's single select, you cannot deselect, isn't it? You get the output as what? False. You cannot deselect. So I'm going to write, if it is a single select drop down, then deselect all the option. Understood? See the deselection, it will be very fast. Okay, all are given. See the method, deselect all. If it is a multi-select drop down, then you have to deselect all the option. Now look at my screen. Look at my screen. Selection is done. Observe. Selection is done. Is it deselected all? The fractions of seconds? It will deselect all in the fractions of seconds. See what's the output? You got it as what? True. You got it as what? True. Because why? It's a multi-select drop down. Because it is a multi-select drop down. Let me run it again. See here, look at here. Look at here. Understood? Understood? So output you got it as true. Output you got it as true. So if it is a single select, you'll get output as what? False. If it's a single select, you'll get output as what? False. Understood? Clear? Everybody clear? So I want to check whether it is a single select. Then I wanted to verify. Write a program for the same application. Yesterday I've given no demo application. Demo application. For the same application you have to do. Demoskilldaryhack.com. For that application, you write this. Verify this and do. You write a program, Chandan. Write a printing statement. Is multiple, you'll get output as false. Write this, execute it. If I write it in a single select drop down, what is the output I'll get? If I write the same code in single select, what's the output I'll get? I'll get false. I'll get option as false. You people write a program and see it. Finish writing? Finish writing? Finish starting. You people should write a program on Skilldery application. Yesterday I've given no that multi-select. On that you people apply this logic. Okay. For that you apply this logic. Start writing your code. Done? Done? Now, a very important scenario, we're going to do it. Observe carefully. A very important scenario, we're going to do it. Look at my screen. Look at my screen. Okay. Look at my screen. I want to open the browser. I wanted to open. You will make a note of this one, because you should also do this again. Okay. Open the browser. Okay. It's a very important scenario. It's an interview question. Make a note. Open the browser. Start writing. Open the browser. Write it along with me quickly. Open the browser. Enter the URL of facebook.com. Open the browser, enter the URL of facebook.com. Open the browser, enter the URL of facebook.com. Click on create account. Click on create account. Click on create account. Open the browser, enter the URL of facebook.com. Click on create account. Click on create account. Select the options from month drop down. Select the options from month drop down. Select the options from month drop down. Count the option. Count the option and print the text of the options. Verify whether it is a single select or multi-select drop down. Multi-select drop down and sort the options in alphabetical order. Understood the scenario? Understood the scenario? Same scenario. Open the browser, enter the URL, click on create account. Select the options if the month drop down. Count the options, print the text, verify and only the sorting in alphabetical order is a new concept. Everybody understood? Everybody have written the scenario? Can we automate? It's an interview question. It's a interview question. Can we automate? Let's start automating. Let's start. Observe carefully. Let me create a class. Let me create a class. Before this, let me copy this. Observe everything, whatever I do. Okay, observe everything, whatever I do. Then I'll give you time. Later, you can do it. Okay, please observe whatever I'm doing. Neatly, you observe. Let me copy paste this. Now let me go to the Facebook application. Now what I need to do? I need to click on create new account. Observe everyone. I need to click on what? I need to click on create new account. So when I right click, everybody open Facebook application. Everybody open Facebook application. Can you right click inspect on create new account? Can you right click and inspect on create new account? Everybody open your Facebook application, inspect create new account. Everybody open Facebook application and inspect create new account. Is it possible to inspect? No, right? Now understand the concept. Guys, in some of the banking application, listen, in some of the banking application or some of the government application or some few applications, okay, especially banking and government, you'll find most of the common things. Banking, government, and this some few application, right click will be disabled. Okay, are you understanding? Right click will be disabled. Are you understanding? Okay, some of the banking applications, some of the government application, and see few of the application, right click will be what? Right click will be disabled. If the right click is disabled, then how do we handle this? Okay, if the right click is been disabled, then how do you inspect this? It's very simple. What you should do is right click and inspect anywhere. Right click, inspect anywhere. Okay, can you all see there's one arrow mark here? Can you all see arrow mark here? Take this arrow mark and place it on the create new account. Understood? Okay. Take this arrow mark. Take this arrow mark and place it. Right click inspect anywhere on the page. Anywhere, not on that element. Anywhere. Are you able to right click inspect anywhere on the page? Are you able to right click and inspect anywhere on the page? Take this arrow mark. Take this arrow mark and click on create new account. Everybody understood? Everybody understood? Okay, now what I will do, I will create an account /a text function equals to create a account. Let me copy this. Let me write this. Driver dot find element by using XPath, paste the value, paste the value. Now stored inside one variable. LE, the return type of this is web element. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to go click on create new account. I need to go and click on create new account. So when I click on create new account, I have to sort this month drop down. I have to sort this month drop down. Okay, next, let me inspect this. Right click, inspect. Tell me by using which locator? Tell me by using which locator? We have ID. We have ID. Now let me write that code. Why will I store this? Directly I can perform action? No. Dot click. Now driver dot find element by using which locator? ID month. So this is the drop down. Return type of this is. So let me create an object for. Let me create an object for select class. Let me pass it as DD. Let me import select class. Now select by index. Select by value. Select by visible text. Okay, now let me go with the 3 and May. Jan, March, May. I'll select. Jan is 0. This is your March and May. I want to print the count. S dot size method. No, first I have to use a method called as get options. Store it inside one reference variable. Return type of this is string. S dot all options dot size method, which is helps you to count. This is used to count the options. I want to print the text. To print the text for all options, store it inside a variable. The return type of this is web element. Now b dot get text. Okay, next. I want to verify whether it is a single select or a multi select. Is multiple. Everybody understood? Everybody understood till here? Everybody is clear till here? Small changes I'll do. Let me store it inside a variable. The return type of this is string. This is the text I printed. Now, everybody know the code, correct? Like printing, selecting, getting the count, getting the size. Every one of you know this. Okay. Now, look at my screen. What we have to do? We have to repeat it. I mean, what? We have to get the order in sorted order. Correct? We have to do it in what? Sorted order. How do you do sorted? Step number one. Step number one. Only two lines of the code. Observe here. Only two lines of the code. So step number one, you have to create an object for the class called array list. You have to create an object for array list. A list I'm creating because to store an element. Create an object for array list. Create an object for array list. Okay. Once after you create an object for array list, store list is created. Okay, and one container is there. I have to store that element inside the container. Correct, right? One container is there. I have to store that into one container. So let me store it. Add. What I need to add? The text. I've stored all the text inside one container. Everybody understood? So I've created one list and I've added all the text inside that list. Everybody's clear? Everybody's clear? Now, I'll print one text. After sorting. So what I'll write here? What I will write it, I need to sort it. How do I dot? Sort. Sort. What I need to sort here? So 1 minute. Collections. We have a method called as collection collections dot sort. So what I need to sort? The list, the array list. Okay, I need to collections is a class, sort is a method. I need to sort this array list. So there's a list. I'm creating one empty list. I'm storing all the text. I'm sorting it. And I'm sorting it. Then I'm going to print it. Print it for A. Store it inside one variable. The written type of this is object and print it. That's all. Now you see only 3 lines of the code. Everybody understood? Everybody understood? Now let me run this. Oh, I have to change the URL. Let me change the URL. I have to change the URL of Facebook. Done? Done? See? How many months are there? Count is how many? Count is how many? 12. Is it printed? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, December? Why are you getting false? Because here we are sorting whether it is single select or multi-select. So what's the output? You got it as false. Is it sorted in alphabetical order? Is it sorted in alphabetical order? Is it sorted in alphabetical order? Understood? Understood the program? Now, I'll repeat again. How do you inspect this if the right click is disabled? Please observe here. Please observe the screen. I'll not keep repeating. This is the 4th time I'm repeating. Step number one. Right click anywhere. Right click anywhere. Inspect. When you right click anywhere, are you able to see this arrow mark, everybody? Everybody, when you right click inspect, are you able to see this arrow mark on top of it? Please ping. When you right click inspect, you'll be able to see this arrow mark on top of it. Take this arrow mark, click on it one time. Move it on create new account. Take this arrow mark and move it here. Move it on create new account. Right click inspect anywhere on the page. You are able to inspect this username. Correct it? Inspect on username anywhere. Right click inspect. Take this arrow mark and click on create new account. You'll get the source code. Understood? Everybody understood? Start writing the same program and execute. I'll give you 5 minutes of time. Understood the sorting? Understood the sorting of the program? Start writing the program. Okay, now look at my screen. If people don't know Java, then you will not understand this program. Simple it is. Okay, now look at my screen. That is for each loop. Look at my screen, everyone. Everybody tell me. Tell me, guys, how do you handle drop down? Everybody tell me, how do you handle drop down? How do you handle the drop down?
Create
a select or
select
place
class,
the new place.
select as equal to new select.
Import
first
the select
we
class
have to
from
create
selenium
a-
dot is
Slowly. First, we have to create an object for Select class.
Select class.
And what we need to pass it here?
Selenium dot
Address of the
support
drop
dot
down. Address of
We
the
have to
drop down.
pass the
address of drop down, ma'am.
Address of the drop down.
drop down. Okay.
To be
Next,
import
select class
from
should be imported
Selenium.
from
Selenium dot support dot
Selenium
UI.
Selenium dot
Support dot UI.
support
We
dot
have three
UI.
options.
Okay. Next, how do you select the
select-
options from the problem?
Select
How to
Select
select?
by index. Select by value.
Select
Select by
by
visible
index,
text.
select by value, select by visual text.
Select by value. Select by index.
Select by
Select
Select by index and select by
select by visual text.
text. How do you get to know whether it is single select or multi select drop down? Using which method?
Using the
Is
By
multiple.
using is multiple method.
If
By
it's
using
true,
a concept called
then
multiple method. How many ways you can deselect the options?
Deselect by value, deselect by index,
select
deselect
by
by
value,
visible text.
Index,
Visible text.
Deselect by value. You select by value. Deselect
Deselect
by
by
Select by
index,
index.
deselect
By
deselect
visible
by
text.
index
index,
and
deselect by
deselect by
select by visual text.
visible
Visible
text.
text. Visible
And
text.
also one more is there. Deselect
deselect all.
all,
four ways
all.
we
Deselect
can
all.
deselect the
Deselect all.
options. So understood everyone? How do you deselect all the
Yes,
options?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody's clear? How do you
Yes,
select?
ma'am.
How do you deselect? Okay. So this is all about your drop downs. This is all about your drop downs. Clear the concepts of drop downs? Clear the concepts of drop downs? Ways first you have to know for each. This in Java class would have thought for each or enhanced loop or advanced. Okay, for each or enhanced or advanced loop. Syntax I'll tell you. People who don't know syntax I'll tell you. Oh, my pen is not writing today. Okay, now look at my screen. Syntax. 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 This you can use only for arrays or collections. This one you can use only for a combination of what? Arrays or collections. Store it inside one reference variable. And this is the return type. And this is the return type. Understood the syntax? This is the syntax. This is the syntax. Example. Okay. If you look at my options, driver get options. So we wrote what? S dot get options. Get options. I'm going to inside one variable called as option. The return type is what? Return type is what? The list of web elements. Yes or no? The list of web elements, isn't it? Get option. What's a return type? List of web elements. So here what is there? List is a concept of arrays. List is a concept of arrays. So I'm going to use this reference variable. And I'm going to store it in any reference variable. Store it. Anything. What's a return type? It's a string. Or object, whatever the return type is. Understood? Everybody understood? That's all. This is the advanced loop. If you don't know this, then you'll not understand any programs. Got it? Clear? Everybody got it? Everybody is clear? Okay. So this you would have studied. It's a Java concept. That's a syntax. You have to apply that. Array or collection, store it in a variable and return type. Store in a variable and the return type. Now look at my screen. So this is what? List. This is a collection concept. Okay. I'm going to use this reference variable. I'll store it in my reference variable. Return type is what? Web element. It can be any return type. String, variable, integer, web element, anything. Okay. Array or collection, reference variable, return type. Here also same concept. Okay. Arrays, A, store it in a variable. The return type is object. Got it? Got it, everyone? Clear? Clear? That's it. Now, let's study the next concept. Study the next concept. Now, guys, so what is the next concept that we are going to study? No, we are not using any parameterization solution. Without parameterization also you can use it. Now, guys, let me take an application. Paytm.com. Click on sign in. I want to click on Google Play. Understood? I want to open the browser, enter the URL of. I want to open the browser, enter the URL of paytm.com. Warning messages are fine, no problem. Okay. I want to open the paytm.com. I want to click on sign in. I want to click on Google Play. Understood the scenario? I want to open the browser, enter the URL of sign in. I want to click on Google Play. Now let's see how do we write this program. Let's see how do we write this. Start the main method. Click on finish. Okay, now let me go copy paste the URL of the application. Let me inspect this. Right click, inspect. // span fix function equals to sign in. Now look at my screen. Driver dot find element by using XPath, paste the value, stored inside dot click. Correct? I just want to click on it. Later, I want to click on this Google Play. Isn't it? That's all is the code. Yes or no? Yes or no? Look here. Now, which is the best XPath expression to use? Google Play. Which is the best XPath expression to use? XPath by contains because it has lot of spaces. Wait 1 minute. Let me remove all the spaces. Okay, I'm removing all the spaces. So which is the best one? XPath by contains. XPath by contains. Now let me write the code. Driver dot find element by using XPath, paste the value dot click. So I have written the program as per the scenario. Did I write the program as per the scenario? Now let me run the code. Let me run the code. Observe carefully. Is it clicking on Google Play? Is it clicking on Google Play? No, it will never click. It will never click. Why, ma'am, it is not clicking? Why it is not clicking? Because it is a frame. Because it is a frame. Okay, now you can ask me a question. What is this frame? Now look at my screen, everyone. Because it is a frame. First question is, how did you get to know? Correct, right? How did you get to know? How to identify? How to identify it is a frame? How to identify it is a frame? When you right click and inspect, when you right click and inspect, you should able to see the word called, when you right click and inspect, you will be able to see the keyword called as frame. Okay, when you right click and inspect, you will see what the keyword called as frame. But this you can identify the frame. Understood? What is frame? I'll show it to you. Hold on. What is frame? The web page. The web page. Inside another web page. The web page inside the another web page is called as the frame. So what is frame? The web page inside the another web page is called as a frame. So guys, you are already having the parent class. You're already having a one browser. And top of this, you're having one more. On top of this, you're having one more. Okay, so the web page, so this is the first page and this is the second. So the web page inside another web page is called as the frame. Understood what is frame? Understood what is frame? Next, how to handle this frame? Very simple. How to handle frame? How do you handle this frame? So I want to switch my control to here and to here. Always my control will be where? In the page 1 or page number 2? Whether it's pop-up or page 1 or page 2? Where will be your control? Always it will be in page number 1. I want to switch my control. Here, if I want to switch my control here to here, I'll write it as driver dot switch to dot frame. Driver dot switch to dot frame. Index is 0. Okay, index always starts with 0. If you have multiple frame, then you give 1, 2, 3. Now, I will perform the action. I wanted to come back from frame to the page. I want to come back from the frame to the page. Then I will use it as driver dot switch to dot default content. Clear? If I want to switch the control, I'll write driver dot switch to dot frame. If I wanted to go to the original page, then I'll write driver dot switch dot default content. Understanding? Understanding? Clear? Now look at my screen. How do you get to know? How do you get to know? Look here. When I right click inspect, are you able to see the keyword called frame? When I right click inspect, are we able to see the keyword called frame? Okay, now let me go to any other application. Let me go to snapdeal.com. Now tell me, is this is a frame? Is this is a frame? This is a frame? This is a frame? Is this is a frame? Everybody understood how do you identify a frame? Everybody understood how do you identify a frame? Okay. Now, let me go here. Look here. Let me go here. I will just write one code here. Look here. Driver dot switch to dot driver dot switch to dot frame index of 0. I'll just write one code here. I'll just write it because I'm switching the frame. Now you see here. Means I'm switching the control to that frame. Now you see here. Is it clicking? Is it clicking? Google Play? Is it clicking on Google Play? Understood? Understood, everyone? Make it. You have to know how to identify. You have to know how to identify what is frame and how do you switch it. If you want to go inside, driver or switch to dot frame. If you want to go outside, driver or switch to dot default content. Okay, start right. Finished writing? Finished writing? Look at my screen, everyone. This is the frame. Usually you'll have only one. Okay, usually you'll have only one. If you have multiple like this, then you should count. This is 0 index, this is 1, this is 2. Frame inside frame inside frame. So this is a 0 index, this is 1, 2. So usually you'll have only one, you'll not have multiple. Okay, so that's the reason index will always start with 0. So that is the reason driver of switch dot frame 0. If you're having multiple, then you can decide 1, 2. Got it? Got it, everyone? Finished writing? Finished writing? Make a note of a scenario. Finished writing, everyone? Now look at my screen. Make a note of a scenario. Open the browser. Open the browser. Open the browser. Enter the URL of snapdeal.com. Open the browser. Enter the URL of snapdeal.com. Observe carefully and write it. Open the browser. Enter the URL of snapdeal.com. Open the browser. Enter the URL of snapdeal.com. Open the browser. Enter the URL of snapdeal.com. Mouse over on sign in. So do mouse overing. Which method will you use? To do mouse overing, which method will you use? Actions class, move to element. Actions class, move to element. Mouse over on sign in. Mouse over on sign in. Click on login. Mouse over on sign in. Click on login. Click on login. Click on login. Switch the control to the frame. How do you switch the control to the frame? Switch the control to the frame. How do you switch the control to the frame? How do you switch the control to the frame? But dot switch to dot frame. Okay. Switch the control to the frame and type the phone number. Switch the control to the frame and type the phone number. Switch the control to the frame and type the phone number. Click on this close. Are you able to see this close close into mark? Are you able to see this into mark? Click on this into mark. 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 Switch the control back from the frame. Switch the control back from the frame. How do you switch the control back from the frame? Driver dot switch dot default control. What happens if you don't switch the control back? What happens if you don't switch the control back? The control will be remains in the frame itself. Are you understanding? If you don't remain back, the control will be in the frame itself. Switch the control back. Switch the control back and type phone in the search text field. And type phone. Type phone in the search text field. Type phone in the search text field. Understood? After switching only you can do that. Clear with the scenario? Clear with the scenario? Start writing the code. Start writing the code. switch the control back from the frame, then type phone on the search text field. Type phone on the search text field. 5 minutes, execute the code. Done, everyone? Yes? Okay. Now look at my screen. Look at my screen, everyone. Let me create a class. Test number 1. Select a main method. Click on finish. Okay. Look at my screen, everyone. So what you have to do here, see simple concept, snapdeal.com. Let me go copy paste the URL. Everybody should be looking at my screen. What you should do, step number 1, you need to do mouse over on sign in. You have to do mouse over on sign in. So let me go and inspect sign in. Let me go and inspect sign in. There's a text function, /pan. Sign in. Okay, now look at my screen. Driver dot find element by using XPath, paste the value, store it inside one variable. Let me call this variable as drop down. Sorry, mouse over, no, some element, some name of an element. Let me create an object for actions class is equals to new actions class. Actions class. Here I need to pass it as what? Driver. A dot actions class should be imported from Selenium dot interactions package. A dot move to element. Which element? Which element? ELE dot perform. Everybody understood till here? Everybody understood till here? So what it will do? Now it will do mouse over on sign in. Now I want to click on what? Login. I want to click on login. I want to click on login. X function equals to okay, login. Is it highlighted? Yes, it's 1 of 1. It is 1 of 1. You can take it. Now let me write it. Now what I should do? Driver dot find element by using XPath, paste the value, dot click. Everybody is clear till here? Everybody is clear till here? Now, if I wanted to, I did mouse overing, I did mouse overing and then I clicked on login. Now, if I wanted to enter the mobile number, I need to switch my control, correct? If I wanted to enter the mobile number, I want to click switch to this one. So by using what locator? ID locator. By using ID locator. Now look at my screen. Driver dot find element by using ID locator, copy paste the value. Let me store it inside one variable. The return type of this is okay. Let me use something else. I'll write it directly here only. Dot send keys. I want to type something. So if I want to do this, what I should do? I need to switch the control to the frame. I want to do this. What I need to do? I need to switch the control to the frame. Driver dot switch to dot frame index of 0. I'll switch to frame. Then I'll enter my mobile number. Once after I enter my mobile number, I want to click on this close button. I want to inspect this close icon. There's a text function. What is this? ID is there. Close pop-up. ID is there. Close pop-up. Now what I will do? I will close this pop-up. Driver dot find element by using ID close pop-up dot click. Now tell me, where is my control now? Where is my control now? My control is in, where is my control? Inside a frame. Driver dot switch to dot default content. I switched my control back from the frame. If I switch only, I can go perform action. Okay, I shifted my control. Now I'll go type phone in the search text field. Now I'll go and type phone in the search text field. Name is there, keyword. That's all. Understood? Everybody have written the code in the same fashion? I've written the code in the same fashion? I've written the code in the same fashion? Now, let me run the program. Let me run the program. It opens the browser, maximizes, enters the URL of snapdeal.com. Is it doing? Is it performing? That's all. Correct it. If you have done any mistake, please correct it. Correct it. Complete the scenario. Done? Done, everyone? Okay. Now, guys, look at my this. Look at my application. Tell me, how many links are there here? How many links are there? Link. How many links are there? And neatly observe and tell me. 1 is telling, 3 is telling, 2 is telling. Okay. Can I tell you how many links are there? Can I tell you how many links are there? look at my screen. All the links are developed using what tag? How many links are there? How many links are there? 7. 7. Can you see all 7 links? Can you see all 7 links? No. No. Correct, right? You can only see 2 links. You can only see 2 links. One is forgot your password, one is activetime.sync. Where are these other 5 links? Where are the other 5 links? These are hidden. These are hidden. Are you understanding? Those elements has been hidden. That is a reason you people are getting count as 11 and it is printed 10. Correct? If you look at the sum of the text, it is printing 10, but you can see 11. When you run a program, Selenium cannot see hidden items. Okay? Selenium cannot see hidden items. That's the reason 1 or 2 elements will be hidden. That's the reason your count will be mismatched. That's the reason your count will be mismatched. Understood? Because it cannot see, it can only see viewed elements. Are you understanding? Got it? Make a note of the questions. Now everybody should answer, quickly answer to my questions. Tell me everyone, how do you handle auto suggestions? Everyone, how do you handle auto suggestions? How do you handle auto suggestions? Tell me the answer. How do you handle auto suggestions?
Move to element.
Using find
Find
elements
element.
method.
Element.
Next, how do you handle mouse over?
Using action class.
How do you handle
Move
by
to element.
using
Move to element.
text class, actions class using a method called as move to element.
Move to element.
Action imported from. Actions class should be imported from. Actions class should be imported from.
Interrupted class.
How do you perform right click? How do you perform right click?
Context.
Context.
Context click.
Action class, we're going to use method called as what? Context click. How do you perform drag and drop?
Using
Drag and
drag and drop.
Using a method called drag and drop.
Drag and drop.
Drag and drop method.
Drag and drop method.
How do you handle double
Double
click?
double click.
Double click.
Double click.
Class with the help of double click method.
Double
Next, how do you handle drop down?
Using a class
How do
of
you handle
select
drop down?
dot select.
Using the class select. Select by index, select by value, select by visual text.
Select class,
Select by index, select by value.
address
Select
of the
class.
Select by visual
select
text.
should be imported from. Select class should be imported from.
Selenium dot support dot UI. Selenium dot support dot UI.
Support UI.
Support package.
How
UI.
many ways you can select the options in the drop down?
3 by
ways.
select the
Three
Select index by select by
select by index, select by value,
visual text.
select by visible
Select by value, select by
Hello.
visible text. If I try to perform deselect on single select drop down, what happens? If I try to perform deselect on single select, what happens?
By using if,
Unsupported,
by using if.
unsupported
Exception.
operation exception you get.
exception.
Okay. How many ways you can deselect the options? How many
3
ways
ways.
you can deselect?
Deselect by index, deselect by value, deselect by
select
by
by
index,
index,
select all.
value, select by invisible
Deselect
text,
by value, deselect by visible
Deselect by
text.
index,
These
deselect
4
by
ways.
value.
4 ways.
By value.
One is deselect all.
deselect
One is
all.
deselect all. How do you check whether the single select or multi-select drop down?
Using the is multiple. Using the is multiple. It returns to if
How do you identify the frame? How do you identify the frame?
By
Right click.
Using the right click
Pivot dot
check
62
from
dot
Right click
the
by
is
right click
Right
inspect
click.
and
Damage level of
showing the
How do
contour
you
check
handle
and
the
check
frame?
tab.
How do you handle the frame? How do you handle the frame?
Pivot dot
To the
62
use
dot
to the frame driver
by
dot
using
use to
the
the frame.
topic 0. Pivot dot 62 dot default
Frame.
content.
The content.
How do you switch back from the frame?
Driver
Pivot dot 62 dot
driver dot
to
default
default content.
Is
Pivot
the
dot
switch to
control
the
Default
default content.
content.
default content. Super.
content?
Make a note of interview questions. Make a note of interview questions. What happens if you perform deselect or single select drop down? Okay, that's the first question. Second question, how to check whether it is single or multi select drop down. What is frame? How to handle frame? Yes, Sheila. ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ. Good morning. Finished writing? Finished writing? Okay. Guys, you don't have a class tomorrow. Okay. So see you on which day? When is your next class?
Monday.
Monday.
Monday. Okay. Before you come to Monday's class, please revise and come. So we are going to complete your chapter 2 on Wednesday. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
There are only 3 more elements. One is pop-ups, one is scroll bar. That's all. Only 2 more elements we have. One is pop-up and one more is pop-ups and scroll bar. So another one, 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we are going to finish the chapter 2. Are you feeling chapter 2 is easy? Nothing is there. Class name, method name. Class name, method name. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So practice and come. Any questions, any doubts, all your doubts I'll clarify on Monday after 8:30. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
I'll clarify. Screenshot also will be there. Screenshot, scroll bar, pop-ups. Only 3 concepts. I
Checkbox,
want
ma'am.
3 more. Hey, checkbox is what normal click it is. Drive.finalment.click. Drive.finalment.click checkbox.
Okay.
Are you understanding? So you
About radio
guys
button.
listen here.
Radio
You
button.
practice and radio button is also click. Radio button is click. Checkbox is click. Text field is typing, send keys. Link, click. Okay. Guys, look at my screen, everyone. Everybody look at here. Guys, tomorrow you don't have class. Don't keep pinging them 1,000 messages in the groups. There is no class tomorrow. So compensated of tomorrow's class only I have taken last Sunday. But last Sunday you guys didn't join and we did a revision. Correct, right? So last Sunday we have taken the class. Yes or no? Last Sunday we have taken the class. So that's the reason this Saturday I would not, tomorrow there is no class. See you guys on Monday. When you come to Monday's class, I want you to prepare on chapter 2 and come and chapter 1. Any questions, any doubts you have, we will discuss it at Monday 8:30. Okay? Okay? Are you understanding? I'm going fast.